Hi, welcome back to Get Grounded. I'm Carrie Foreman. I am coming off of 3 days of serious illness. Been fighting bronchitis and a sinus infection, and so if I hack and cough during this, I sincerely apologize, but I wanted to get this on Friday so you guys could practice love over the weekend, and I wasn't able to, so here I am on Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday, and wanted to bring you guys a lesson, a conversation on practicing love and what that looks like when it's applied to some super annoying habits. Love is actually a practice. It's a practice of acceptance, being present, forgiveness, and stretching your heart into vulnerable territories. That's my favorite because the reality is it's vulnerable to love your partner through something because we're used to right and wrong ways. And stretching our definition of that is a vulnerable thing. Being willing to say, I'm not going to pick that battle, even if they pick battles that you think they shouldn't, is a vulnerable thing. So, what I'm going to ask you guys to do is when your partner does something highly annoying, here's my favorite of my husband's. I will be drinking something and I'll set it down. If I look away for a second, he takes it and cleans up after me. I know, our stereotypical roles are kind of reversed. I can't load a dishwasher to save my life. So that drives me nuts. But I have to decide, do I pick that battle or don't I? And instead of picking the battle and causing that friction between us for the day, I'm going to ask you to practice love. And love's a journey and it's an exploration. It's showing up for each other for the good and the bad parts of your relationship. It's expecting the bad parts. That's the key. You have to expect that there are going to be some bad parts. There are going to be some things that drive you batty. That's okay. That's love. You have to have the confidence to trust that you'll make it through those bad parts without instantly doubting your relationship. Practicing love means that when your partner loads the dishwasher wrong, or when your partner takes the glass before you're done with it, or uses your towel after the shower, or whatever that particular thing is, practicing love means asking yourself, what would love do here? The answer will be different every single time. And because of that, you guys get to grow together. Remember that? Conscious relationships, you grow individually and you grow collectively. And this is just another chance to grow collectively because it's interesting and exciting to see how your partner reacts differently when you meet his idiosyncrasies with love instead of with impatience. It is so easy to react unfavorably. It is so hard to react in love. And that's your challenge. How much do you love this person? How much do you want this to work? I'm not asking you to always give in. Well, what if he doesn't do the same? I'm asking you to be a model for love and encouraging you that I believe if your partner's in it for the right reasons, that he will do the same or she will do the same. They will meet you that halfway. The more they see that you're reacting differently to their idiosyncrasies, their annoying habits, the more they will meet you halfway and hopefully show you love and ask themselves, what would love do here? When you choose to pick small battles, it's like poisoning your relationship slowly. I totally get the good feeling of being right. I get it, believe me. I used to be a right fighter. But feeling right doesn't equal a successful relationship. No one gets a medal for being right, and right fighters tend to experience shorter-term relationships, and they tend to find themselves constantly starting over in life. The conscious couple is fiercely committed to embodying love. And through that devotion and practice, love shows up in their life and their relationship in ways that they had never imagined before. Jeremiah and I find that when we greet each other with love, when we receive each other with love, when we meet annoying habits with love, that love shows up in other ways in our relationship that we wouldn't have expected. If you're triggered by your partner's annoying habits, idiosyncrasies, bring some self-awareness in. Why are you so triggered by this? What in you is triggered by this? Why can't you shut it out? and love your partner through it. What in you has made this an issue or battle that you decided to pick? Then you bring accountability in. What things do you do that drive your partner nuts? Where can you bring accountability in? In all ways. Can I get better at loading the dishwasher in the way that my husband feels would best clean the dishes? And here's the reality. I am wrong in that situation. I'm not a detail girl, so I just kind of load him in there and I really don't think about it. I know it drives him nuts, but yet I haven't brought self-awareness in 19 years to fix that little habit of mine. There's my accountability. And then you bring empathy in. Your annoying habits are just that. They're habits. You came by them honestly. You've been doing them over and over and over, and it's hard to break a habit. But by extending love and empathy to your partner in his annoying habits, the things that drive you nuts, you model and encourage empathy for your own annoying habits. So that's good. You're going to get it back. If you give it out, you get it back. And that's true in almost all things in a marriage. Please remember, I'm not portraying a perfect marriage here. My husband and I have been practicing mindfulness in our marriage for a couple of years. So we may be a few steps ahead of you, but that doesn't mean we're perfect. I just gave you an example of where I am not perfect or where he is not perfect. And I want you to be very aware of that. I don't want you to ever feel like I'm preaching to you or telling you what you have to do or should do to get to the level of my marriage. I love my husband deeply, and I love him through his annoying habits. That doesn't mean that they don't annoy me. That doesn't mean that I don't struggle sometimes with it. I've blown up over insignificant battles in the past. I have been a right fighter over annoying little things that I shouldn't have picked, but it didn't get me anywhere. My husband and I have come a long way on this journey, and we are still on this particular journey because loving through annoying habits is hard. So thanks for being here with me today. Tomorrow's video will be Jeremiah and I both, and we're going to talk about how to handle when you feel extremely angry in arguments and what to do before things get ugly. I'll see you tomorrow.